music, but I'm 2 drinks away from playing the game. A fun game called They'll Never Catch Me. All right. You good? You're good. Half fag Steve. You are good. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now, Porky Pete, Saucy Samuel, make some noise for Budsy.
Hey, thank you. Where the fuck? Oh yeah. No, I wasn't Frieza. This is Diavor, and I don't have dementia. I don't have Alzheimer's. I am an old fart, and what is about us old farts that women can't seem to get? Old, short, bald-headed white guys. That's what I am. But what is it about us old, short, bald-headed white guys that women can't get enough of? Oh yeah, it's our money. And I do wish I had some, but really, I was going to come up here, and Marcos talked about coming, the gal from Portland. I moved here from Portland, and what he hooked up with was one of my exes. I mean, if I didn't want her, think what she looked like. But really, no, I'm used to be Uncle Budsy, Uncle Budsy 2.0, the barbecue cook. And I learned how to cook barbecue from a Jamaican fellow back in Dallas. And he, like I said, he was Jamaican. So I tell people I'm a white Jamaican. And because I learned how to cook barbecue from a Jamaican fellow. And and his real name was Baptiste Adu, but I called him Uncle Budsy because he's the uncle of my best friend, and Baptiste got a stove, Juan and I, when we were was 14, but the guy was great. He was an uncle, and he was a barbecue. He was a weed smoking, 40-ounce drinking, pussy-getting barbecue cook. And when you're 14 years old, I thought, that's the guy I want to grow up to be. And I admired him, and I started calling myself Uncle Budsy 2.0. And the thing there, when I was up in Portland, I was telling all these young millennial white women, that the ones between 22 and 37 that really I like, because I know I'm an old, short, bald-headed white guy, but I prefer these millennial white women. And so, but what I asked, Baptiste, Uncle Budsy, the reason I called him Uncle, because he used to hold up a bud of weed and he'd say, Mickey Mon, because that's what he called me. He said, Mickey Mon, you want to smoke some Budsies? And so I started calling him Uncle Budsy. I was making fun of him, but one time I asked Baptiste, Uncle Budsy, I said, Baptiste, don't you ever get tired of people calling you the N-word? And I didn't say the N-word, I said what I actually said. And he told me, Mickey Mon, it is what it is. And I didn't know what the fuck did that mean when he told me that. But about 10 years ago, I realized what it meant, because I spent 47 months in a Texas prison, as a minority. I was, and I'm a minority right now. I'm a fucking unicorn. I'm a unicorn. I'm a straight white male. Because I think in say 50 years, the population on this planet will probably be 80 to 85% female, either by choice, transgender, or by birth, abortion. And in 50 years, how many actually straight guys will there be of those 15%? I mean, either they'll be straight up gay or on the down low. And like I said, when when I was in prison, I would use my head, not, and I never had to take it up the butt or suck anybody off. And because I was barrister Budsy. I worked in the law library, and people would come to me to ask what the fuck to do. And so I adapted to my environment, and because I just knew what I should do there. And right now, I'm trying to think I'm a fucking comic. But let me get back to the thing. I asked Baptiste, Uncle Budsy, about that, and he told me, it is what it is. And that, in comedy, there's a lot of people saying the N-word. And being a white Jamaican, I still can't say it. But in my family, growing up, we never used that term. Because my mother was Hungarian, and I'm Hungarian too, and we use the F word, fekete. It's Hungarian for black. And so and no one else is allowed to use the word fekete unless you're Hungarian, because that's the rules. It's the same rules about the N-word. So you feketas, y'all have a good evening. I'm Budsy.
Budsy, everybody. Oh, yeah. Skibbity, bebop, boom. I like that, man. That's jazz. I will say, man, Budsy, you creep me the fuck out. But knowing that your hero was a black person, and that's who inspired you to really become the person you are, is exactly why we need to ban rap music. Okay? I've been telling you, it's been corrupting the youth for a long fucking time. One more time for Budsy. Hooray! I did it, man. I did it. Okay.